everyone. Welcome to DougNutGames. My name is Doug, and this... I don't know what this is. This is Satisfactory. Welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time joining us. I apologize in advance for all the nonsense that is about to transpire because, there's going to be nonsense. There always is. I'm okay with that. Hopefully you are as well. But if you do enjoy today's episode, please consider a sub and a like. It sure helps me out. Hopefully it would help you out as well. Kind of keep you in the loop of what's going on the channel. So yeah, we are back. So I'm going to start with this little little update. Okay, so I decided I would track on my YouTube channel the money that I'm making over the last 2 weeks. And so I take screenshots and all that kind of stuff. And what I've come up to is an interesting question mark, a very, very large question mark. So, and I've sent in some all the documentation into YouTube to kind of illustrate this to them. Over the last 2 weeks, I have netted about 40 cents less than what I started over the last 2 weeks. And yet, my estimated revenue from YouTube, calculated daily over the last 14 days, leads me to think that I should be up $11.39. Something is wrong there. Now, I get it. They have to check these things to find out if they're a legitimate click on the commercial or a legitimate watch. I don't know what they do. But to say that I'm less than I started 2 weeks ago? Anyway, yeah, very, very weird. Enough of that, though. I don't want to get into that big time here. I just wanted to mention it as something that's like a head scratcher. Major head scratcher. Okay, so back to this. Now, so we had some fuel problems in the last episode and went about trying to solve them. Now, what I did is up here we've got this little factory. You'll notice there's no drone port up here anymore. I took that out. What I did is I redesigned the whole damn thing. I tore down half of it, I think, because the fluids were not working. I honestly believe that there is something wrong from a programming standpoint for the fluids. I'm fairly certain of it, actually. It's not a massive wrong, but it's wrong. The physics are not there. It's just not right. Yeah, I mean, as an example of that, I can be pumping fuel into a pipeline to, say, 6 refineries. Pumping fuel into that pipeline with support to it. So in other words, if we're ever going up, we're going with a back pump to pump up, and whatnot. But mostly we're going down. And I can get to the end of the line, and that pipeline will not fill up for an amazing amount of time, considering how much is being pumped through the line. It will take forever to fill that up. And then all of a sudden, within, 30 seconds, the pipe will be full. So what that tells me is it's not correctly reporting what's actually going on behind the scenes. And And I think ultimately that was contributing to stoppages in the flow, which then resulted in stoppages of byproduct, which then resulted in stoppages of the containers that I was making from the byproduct, which then, and you see where I'm going with this is that then you're nowhere. And if that's constantly happening, then you're screwed. So anyway, I redesigned it all. I don't know if it's working any better than it was before. I now have I also realized that droning that product down to a redistribution point down here, which I actually have to go and finally take out, it wasn't working. It just wasn't working. I can't get enough drones going to take all that. So what I did is I made a conveyor belt all the way from that point. I'll take you out there real quickly. I'll try not to waste too much time because I don't want to get caught up in this. So as soon as I get out there, I'll bring you back. Okay, so this is our new location we're coming to. This is Fuel Town 3. And it's it's right by where we were processing all that nitrous oxide. All the gas here, the canistered gas. So yeah, and as you can see, we've got a backlog of it. So there's tons here, and we are actually accessing this for a number of different fuel supplies. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to take you out and show you how I redesigned stuff. I'm still unconvinced that it's for sure going to work. But obviously we've got backlog there, so that's not too bad. And you can see over there where our fuel place redistribution point was. Right there is all cleaned up. We're all gone. So, yeah. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to produce supercomputers, which I swear I did this already, but I haven't. I've checked and double checked and gone over everything, and I have not made supercomputers. So we're going to have to make some supercomputers. Now, here's the problem. So in the last episode or the previous episode, I went in and tweaked my computer production, and in doing so, I doubled the manufacturers making computers. Well, I don't have enough support on the back end for I think circuit boards. I think it's circuit boards to do that. I wish I could turn that off. That's so annoying. Yeah, I don't have enough circuit boards to be making that many computers. So that production chain is going to long-term fall apart. But short-term, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Right now we've got a little bit of a backlog of computers, which is good. I really needed that. So that's great. Now I have to make supercomputers, though, because we got to the point in this manufacturing where over here we don't have any supercomputers coming in for our assembly director. So we need supercomputers. And supercomputers are basically manufacturer. Supercomputers are going to be 4 products: computers, AI, high-speed connectors, right? High-speed connectors and plastic. Plastic is also going to be a big problem. So, and where are we going to draw that from? That's a good question. So, oops, try spelling. Plastic. So we got plastic 1. We got plastic 2 out there, eh? And plastic 1 is right in here. And I know plastic 1 is overtaxed by a long shot. I went out here and did as much tweaking as I possibly could in order to get more plastic out of that and more rubber. And I was marginally successful. I also went out here and tried to get more rubber. As you may or may not remember, out there I'm producing plastic and I'm producing rubber. And I was throwing away all the rubber. So I am no longer doing that. We've got plastic out here, so we're gonna maybe I should pop out there and just take a quick peek to see how much plastic we've got. It might actually be helpful to do that. So let's go check it out. Okay, so this is where we're talking about. Out here we've got our little factory going. There's the rubber drone port that I have built since the last time I was out. We've got a drone coming in for rubber as we speak. And then where is our plastic stored up? A little bit of a... Okay, there it is. So we do have a fair amount of plastic stored up here. Nice. Oh, that's good. That's good. So we're going to draw from this place here. And yeah, we shouldn't have too much of a problem there. That's good news. That is really good news. We need to get the other deal on. There we go. Get up as high as we can. There we go. That's about as high as we can take it. Okay. And yeah, I'll see you back at... we'll figure out some place where we can put that factory. Back in the main base. Okay. I am back. We are back. So, I'm thinking about making it down here. A little closer, just a hair closer to the plastic. And that's fine. Fuel. Could tie into that fuel, but I don't think I will. No, I don't think I will. We're going to make this standalone right here. So let's see what we can do here. Let's get Let's get a platform started right in here, actually. I think that's going to be, I think we're going to do 4 manufacturers, even though we don't have enough to supply that. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so there's a start. I'm not sure if 7x7 is going to cut it, but I had to do a little bit of walls because I needed to reroute the power. And I also don't want to run out of power here while I'm building. So better to surround it. I think what we'll do is what I've generally been doing lately for manufacturers is having the output come to the center. This is not going to work. I can tell right now this won't work. We've got 4 inputs here. So yeah, that's just not going to fly. That might be enough. That might be enough to do it. So we will do something like this. And we'll copy that little guy. Put it there. Now, I think what we'll do, just to make it a little cleaner looking, is that. Something like that. We'll need to get rid of you. And actually, I want to get rid of you too. Let's see. Power. Put one of these guys in here. Hope that that's going to cut it. Now, is that going to cut it? So we've got a full 4 now. I don't even know if that's going to cut it. We'll try it though. We'll come this way. We can just barely make that work. Okay, so we're going to go with supercomputers here. Now I'll have to check my storage because I think I seem to recollect having a whole bunch of supercomputers backed up. That we've made. So hopefully that is the case. No, no use for that right now. Geez, that's not a lot of room, is it? For 4 inputs, that's not a lot of room. Maybe I should do all the complicated stuff down the center instead. That would give us quite a bit more room to play with. I'm going to try that. I haven't really done that for... I think I did that a long time ago. And I thought, I don't know. This is getting a little spicy in the center. But we're going to try it. We're going to try it. I don't need a lot of room on the side. Like, that might be enough. Let's see what that looks like. Logistics. Put a merger here. That is probably just perfect. Okay, we'll try this. Oops. First off, let's no. Let's configure it to supercomputer. And then we shall copy. So it's just basically over something like that. Yeah. Oh, wow. No. I put too much space there, didn't I? Too much. It's right there. Well, that's certainly better. Yeah, we've got a fair amount of room there now. So if we come, let's first off throw our mergers out here. Get that done. Okay. So, first off, we're going to have, let's get down a little bit. We'll have a center line that goes right there. One comes in like so. Then second, really shouldn't do that with any of these, actually. I should face them all out. And then we'll kind of have to come split down the center, don't we? I come down a bit. And then we go H. And we want to come up a bit. How do I go up and down? Oh, for page up. Okay, this will work. Look at that. Look at that. That's matter of rights. There you go. I actually did it. Matter of Rights has been wanting me to to do that for a while. Using the, and by the way, that was done with the H button. You can move it around with your arrow keys and your page up, page down. That does all that. Okay, so now we need to come up now to, we'll go up 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Wrong, wrong, wrong. 1, 2, 3. And we can do the same damn thing we just did. And then we go up. 1, 2. No, no, something's wrong there. Don't think that that's correct. Well, maybe it is. There it is. I think that's it, right? Yep. Okay, so theoretically we should be able to just replicate that again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Two, 3, 4, I think. Yep. And then 1 up. Okay. Well, that works. It does the job for sure. And yeah, I can't complain. That's gonna do the job for sure. So I got to figure out how I'm gonna feed that, and I got to figure out how I'm gonna power that. Powering, I don't think that's going to be terribly difficult. We can come like here. And that's done. Excellent. Now I got to get all the supplies in here. So I'll need a roof for that because we're going to need to bring in 4. Do I have enough roof for that? No, I don't. I don't have enough roof for that. Because we need 6 That 4 means 6, really. We're close. So what we'll do is we'll have a little hangover on this side, and that'll work fine. That'll be fine. Okay. And then we're going to organization. We're going to take all that stuff. Supercomputers I do not need to make available via a dimensional depot. I do not need that. Merger. We're going to put a merger. How about right in the center? Right there. That won't make it all the way. Not a chance. Okay. There we go. Pretty much good to go. Now we can put the roof on. Something like that. So now we've got a 9 roof, which is what we need. This is going to be interesting because we'll only be able to get 3 off of this side. So it'll be tricky. We don't need to cram it in here though. That is for sure. We do not need to cram. Yeah, and I'm not going to. I'm going to back it off a bit to here. There. And there. This side is going to be a bit more of a cram. Yep. There. What's the problem there? Oh, I'm running out of that aluminum sheets. Okay, we'll give it a pause there for a second then. So what we'll do... I think what we're going to do is we're going to have this guy be fuel. I got to figure out a way to get it all over on this side anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. Having all of our suppliers on this side doesn't really matter. So let's make this guy our fuel supply. Now fuel supply, oops. Fuel supply, we are now up to 14. So this will be fuel supply 15. Oh, sorry. It's not 015, is it? Am I doing it that way? No. Okay. So, fuel supply 15. We'll need some of this. Actually, I think I have one. Yes, I do. I have a stack. So we'll throw you in there. Where you're going to go to Fuel Town 3. And we'll need somebody actually doing that. And I think what I'll do is I'll come in on this. It's a little awkward. No, we'll come in on this side. That makes way more sense. Come on. You should be able to hang out right there. And you are not going to. Well, you're going to go in there then. And then from here, we go there. Go get some fuel. Meanwhile, I will set it up so that that fuel gets distributed properly. We need a splitter. You're coming out of here. Come on. And then we're going to come around. Actually, we'll come around the corner on this side instead. I like that idea. Do I? Yes. Oops. We'll go right to there. Raise it up a couple. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Now this is going to come all the way over here to these ones. I want these ones to be supplying. This one doesn't need fuel. So I don't know if I can get this far, to be honest. We gotta, no, there's no way I can get this far. I really should have come the other side. Kind of dumb. There. Fuel supply. Just as it arrives. We're good. Okay, now. So we need lots of stuff. What all do we need? Supercomputers. AI limiters. High-speed connectors. Plastic. Okay, so the only one that's very obviously needs to be here is the plastic. Plastic for supercomputers. So you're going to go and get some plastic from plastic 2. No, from plastic 1. Darn it. Rubber 2. What is that one? Plastic 2, okay. Plastic 2. I think you're pretty much good to go, aren't you? You got fuel. You know where you're going. We're not going to supply it yet. I'm just going to bring that product in. Here, we'll go. What'll we do next? High-speed connectors. No, we're just going to call this. That will be fine. So high-speed connectors. That's pretty much it. And then we need to get ourselves a drone here. And we need to get a little bit of power here. I think you're pretty much good to go as well. Fantastic. Start filling up that supply. AI limiters for super computers. AI limiters. Okay. And then again, we're going to need another damn drone. And we're going to need some more power coming to this. I think you're pretty much ready to go. And finally, computers. We need computers for supercomputers. Excellent. Okay. We have all the product incoming now. Now we need to deal with it. Get it down to where it needs to go. Okay. So, what we'll do... Oh yeah, right. We'll have you come off... yeah, sure. Have you come off there. That's fine for that. Oh, is it going to be fine? Might be. Let's see what it looks like here. No, we're not going into that. That's our, that's something else entirely. So we can come up here. Actually, I would actually prefer to have you come like that. Simple, simple, simple. Distribute our plastic on the bottom. And then we're going to go to the middle one. Hold on a second here. Got to be very careful here. Let's see how that works. It's not going to work perfectly by any stretch. So you're just going to go up and then over, eh? Sure. That'll be fine. You're way the heck out there. That'll be fine too. We can come right down like this. Why are you problematic? Why are you problematic here? You shouldn't be problematic. Okay. No. Now, it's kind of dumb that it goes back on itself, but I want to keep things out of the way for this stuff. Because I want you to come out and have that happen. That'll be fine. Whoa. And then you. not the nicest looking spaghetti. But it'll work. Okay. Oh, why are you doing that? We'll just do a corner. And then we'll sort things out. Down like so. Great. Everything is supplied. Except for it being a little bit messy. I think it's pretty good. Okay, and then we'll need to, we'll open the other wall. The last stage of supercomputers. Now this is ridiculous. This is taking me way longer than it should. Oops. We don't need to have any fuel here. We don't need to have any... it's not going anywhere. Just needs to be powered. And it just needs to have our product. Let's go up one. Get rid of that. I'm going to go out early. Oh, that's not what I want, is it? Whoa! Really? We haven't got any yet. Okay. They just started coming out. Okay. We're going to be rolling in supercomputers. We got 20 already. Awesome. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm going to be right back here. I'll see you. Oh, wow. We're popping out a little bit there, eh? That's okay. I'm fine with that. That's why we've got a little bit of a jog out there that I don't like, but that's fine. That's fine. That's going to bug the hell out of me, though, isn't it? Anyway, I'll be right back. See you in a minute. Okay, we are back. So I went to see if I had backlog of supercomputers. I don't have any backlog of supercomputers. That is so bizarre to me. Okay. Down, 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 down. Hello. Wow, we are full on all of these products. And I've got all this extra product that I can't make use of. Damn! Ah, bummer. Okay, well, maybe I can go to the source and do that. I think I can. Couple of places we can plop these things in. Okay, so I also want to finish off one other thing. So I'm just going to get rid of this stuff and then I'll be right back. See you in a minute. Okay, so here is our... Oh, that's so disappointing that I don't have any supercomputers. I'm really kind of surprised, actually, that I don't have any. I have a few on me. But that's it. Wow. Okay, so this guy. Now, supercomputer for assembly. We now need to go to... supercomputers. And we need a drone to do that. Yes, that's correct. This guy is going to get it. I have... Oh, that's why I had those damn AI limiters on me. I just dumped them all off. Okay, well, we can get AI... Oh, no, I'm not providing AI limiters on... Well, I think I need to do that, right? I mean, if I have a stack of AI limiters, I'm probably good. One stack of AI limiters is plenty. I don't use very much of them. Oops. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pukey. Getting pukey. Okay, back to this. Drone is in place. And... we can actually dump the ones... Well, do I need supercomputers? Maybe I need supercomputers too. I better keep a stack of those, just in case. Okay. Go and get yourself some supercomputers, even though there's like one stack. And that's all. That is it. For certain. Okay, so we need one more here. Let's try not to have it go off the edge. This guy is... I have no idea. Fuel supply. Adaptive control for assembly director. Okay. So this is assembly directors, basically. Let's get the whole name of it. Assembly director system. Okay. And we're going to be building them there. So maybe the second level. I see. Okay. You don't need anything other than power. Pretty much it. And being hooked up to where you're going. Let's take it out of here. Ah, I see. That'll work. No, it won't. Damn. When will you learn? Let's just do this. Leave that one open for a second. Okay. That should eventually start producing the assembly directors. Oh, wow. Look at that. Adaptive control units. We've got it maxed out. That's fantastic. Incoming. Why is it sitting there? Oh, because... Oh, I probably haven't turned machines on yet. Yeah, I haven't. So let's do that. Nice. Okay, guys. That's awesome. We got this finished. Which is basically what we wanted to get to in the last episode. But there was a lot of snags. I gotta tell you, a lot of snags. Running out of fuel, running out of rubber, running out of plastic. Yeah, nasty. But we did it. So now, select recipe. So we've got that done. We've got the thermal adaptive control. Oh, right. Yes, they were in here. Assembly director system. Right. So we have 6. We have 7. I think we have this one done, don't we? Yeah, that was the first one that we did. We did that before we did 6. We did the magnetic field generator. And the magnetic field generators are where? I just kept on making more and more and more out here. Is that where I put it? I don't know. Oh yeah! Didn't I make one like right in here? Yeah, I did. There we are. Look at that. Magnetic field generators are ready and raring to go. So we're on to our last bit. We're on to our last bit, which is the part 8. Well, sort of the last bit. Yeah, the last bit. And then we're going to have to, once we've made that, supercomputers, this is not supercomputers anymore. This is now thermal propulsion rocket is what we're going to do here. Modular engines, our turbo motors, our cooling systems, and our fused modular frames. I might only do 2 manufacturing of that. You're wanting 250. Wow, that's a lot, eh? And then we got to get nuclear pasta. Oh boy. And let me tell you how I'm not looking forward to doing that. But that is to dread another day. As we begun the episode, we will end the episode listening to this anniversary music. Well, if you can call it music. Thanks for watching. If you're considering watching another, click the I like this button, leave a comment, and what the heck, if you haven't done so already, what are you waiting for? You might as well subscribe. If you've already subscribed, you can't subscribe twice, but I deeply thank you for your faith in the channel. Hopefully you find lots of good stuff here. Please share and enjoy it. Hopefully I will see you next time in Satisfactory, where the music is playing 24/7. So long.